What's up, going on, legends? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm bringing you guys a quick mission guide for the Tier 5 Redacted mission from Season 3, known as Case the Place. Now, before we dive into it, if you guys do enjoy this content anytime or find this video helpful in any way, make sure you show your support for the channel by going down below and smashing that like button. Go ahead and throw an easy goal of 150 likes on today's video, as well as if you guys like to find your way back to the channel for more Call of Duty content, make sure you do hit that subscribe button alongside that notification bell so you don't miss any future videos. Alright, so this mission is only going to be one part, but it is definitely on the more challenging end, as you will not only have to go to mazrah and do something pretty difficult, but you will have to make it over to the complex in the same run, basically, and do something else. So it's asking us to extract 2 weapon cases in one deployment. Now, there are probably a lot of you out there that didn't even know this was possible, but yes, you can get access to the mazrah weapons case, carry it with you into the complex, and it won't count as an exfil going from mazrah to the complex. You guys will have it remaining in your inventory, and then you guys will obviously have to take on the complex. Now, in order to actually do this, I definitely recommend setting yourself up with a 3-plate, self-revive, large backpack, all the essentials, the way you guys can be best set up for success before you even make the attempt to go for this mission. I also recommend going in with a squad, because doing this with randoms can be pretty frustrating, and it's going to be extremely difficult solo. Now, obviously, based on this mission, you guys will have to get access to a weapons case, and I definitely don't recommend going for the one on the train, so you will need access to the appropriate key to where the actual pyro is going to be located, or you guys will need to carry around a skeleton key. Now, for this specific mission, I definitely recommend the skeleton key, as it will have more than one purpose beyond just going for the pyro, so it's nice to actually go in with that. So if you do have one of those available, it could be substantially better for you to actually have that, as it will benefit you in the complex as well. But once you guys are ready with your key and you guys are fully looted up, you're guys going to want to take on the pyro first over in mazrah. I definitely recommend, if you guys get in and it's on the train, you definitely want to go to your nearest exfil, jump back in, and hopefully go for the one that's at the embassy, as it's going to be substantially easier. But I think the post office would be an exceptional location as well, as he's pretty easy to take out there, and it is fairly close. What you're going to need to do is go to the location of the pyro. Of course, you're going to want to use your skeleton key in order to get access. If he's in the embassy, you're going to want to go to the northernmost point of that, and you're going to want to open that furthest door on the north side. Then you guys can go up the flight of stairs, and he's basically on that second floor. You guys will be able to eliminate him fairly quickly. Be careful though, obviously there are Molotovs, there's explosive barrels here, there's going to be things that can take you out fairly quickly, so just play it safe. Make sure you make your way up there. If you guys are able to take out the trophy system, you guys could even stun this guy and take him out quick. Once you guys are able to eliminate the pyro, of course he will drop that weapons case, and this is where you're going to be able to get access to the first one. Now that you have access to that first weapons case, you're definitely going to want to go directly over to the parking garage, head down, obviously go through that double door set that is on the furthest end from the tallest building in mazrah. You guys will go through that, go down to the bunker entrance, and then you guys will obviously interact with the door. Once you guys interact with the door, as long as your whole team's there, it's only a 5-second countdown, where you guys will then be able to confirm that you want to enter the complex, and you guys will head into the complex. So even if you guys have a team that is chasing you, they're not right behind you, you guys can basically sneak out through the complex pretty quickly, and you guys shouldn't have any issues. But once you guys enter the complex, you guys will then realize when you open your backpack that you still have the weapons case from mazrah. Now this is how you're going to be able to exfil 2 in the same run, because now that you have this first one, you are then going to be able to go and access that second one. Now, if you guys are unfamiliar with how you get to the weapons case, you will have to challenge both the rhinoceros and the sniper in order to get access to it, so you guys are going to need to head over to the factory wing. Now, if you guys are entering in that parking garage location, once you spawn into the complex, you guys will be in the information extraction area. You guys are going to need to move through this. Now, it's important to note, in this area, you should find a jumper cable and a car battery, as they're both actually required to open the bunker door. If you guys don't want to worry about having to find those in this area, you guys can obviously bring them in from mazrah. I definitely recommend just going to a gas station before you visit the pyro. You should be able to find not only a jumper cable, but a car battery. But once you guys have access to both of those, or you guys find them within your time looking through the information extraction, you guys will then take it over to the final area where the bunker door location is. You guys will then be able to put both the jumper cable and the battery into the little interface there, which will allow you to actually use the button and open the door. Now, you're actually going to be in the dark at this point, and you should have your night vision equipped. Now, you're going to want to head to the center, because you're going to need to get access to the factory admin key. This is going to be located towards that building in the middle. There's going to be areas around this which you can crawl into, or basically crouch and walk through, where you guys will be able to find that factory admin key. These are kind of like vents. I don't know what you guys want to refer to them as, but you guys will be able to crouch and crawl through these, and in one of these you guys will find the key that you need. Now, at this point, it's kind of tough to get your right direction in this area, so I definitely recommend just going to your nearest wall and following the outskirts of this until you guys are able to find the factory admin area. Now, there's going to be 2 doors where you're going to be able to use this key, and it's going to be the A1 location, but you guys will go through into that door, and you guys will make your way through until you get to this first open area. This is going to be the factory admin area, and this is also the same location where the shopkeeper was. You guys should be pretty familiar with either where the shopkeeper location is, or at least where the area where the bosses are, if you guys are working on this mission, because you had to have completed tier 4. But essentially what you're going to do is make your way to this location. You guys went through the left-hand door. I definitely recommend you guys obviously can go through the left door at the back left corner and be able to go through that middle area that kind of takes you all the way around for free without having to use use a key to the L2 area and actually be able to get to the boss location. My recommendation is obviously having that skeleton key that you had earlier that you used to get to the pyro. You're going to go to that second floor above the door to the left, which is also another door to the left. This one will actually be locked, so you guys will pop through a set of double doors. You guys will see this locked door. You unlock that, and it kind of takes you around that middle section where all those AI are. So you can pretty much ignore those. You guys will have to take out some enemies in this area specifically, but then you guys are going to obviously go into this room. You're going to eliminate the enemies, and then you're going to take one of the routes to the right, and you guys are going to follow that through, and you guys should end up in the room where the rhinoceros and the sniper are. Now, it's good at this point if you guys go through this one room on the left that takes the key, as you guys will be able to ignore a majority of those middle AI, and it'll also put you in a better area to actually take on the rhinoceros and kind of ignore the sniper. Now, the rhinoceros is pretty tough, so of course you guys are going to want to be prepared. If you guys need a fire shotgun, make sure you bring that. I had a lot of success using the Tech 9 on this guy or the F-Tac Siege, and it was pretty strong. Now, I also threw throwing stars at this guy at some points, and it seemed to damage him quite a bit, but either way, you're going to want to stun him, continue to destroy him, but make sure you're not getting meleeed by this guy because he is pretty tough. And overall, after a little bit, you guys should be able to take him out. So once you guys eliminated the rhinoceros, it's time to take on the sniper. Now, you're going to continue through that room. If you guys were on the right side already when you came in, you guys can go back over to that right side, but if you go through the way that I did, you guys will go to the opposite side of the room that you came in from, and you guys will see these stair set that goes up to that second level. You guys will go up to the second level, and you guys are going to need to be extremely careful at this point because there is going to be some green lasers that are actually triggers to explode the C4. There's lots of traps here. That's really the biggest issue with this sniper, but at first when you turn the corner after deactivating a trap, you guys will more than likely see him. You guys are going to want to continue shooting at him, and once you've done enough damage, he should throw a smoke and try to flee. And at this point, you guys should be able to get access to sneaking under the lasers and being able to deactivate the traps. Now, it's really important that you guys deactivate these traps and don't walk through them, as it could actually end your run, which would be pretty sad, especially if you're trying to exfil these two cases and you're already this far. So you guys are going to continue to work through the traps. You guys are going to continue to push the sniper. It is also very helpful to stun him, do whatever it takes. But once you guys are able to actually eliminate him, you guys are going to go over to his body and he's going to have dropped a key. You guys are going to then need to pick this key up and it will mark an area for you guys to go and unlock. And now it's going to be really close to where the sniper is, so you guys shouldn't be able to miss it. You're going to open the door with the key and be able to access where all the loot is. Now, inside this room where all the tons of loot is accessible, you guys are going to then see that weapons case or the complex. Now, you guys already have access to that first one, so you're then going to want to grab onto that second one. I don't think they have to be in the same backpack. I just think that each of the players could have them and it should still count, but it can definitely benefit you to put them both in the same backpack just in case. So you guys are going to get access to that second weapons case. And at this point, the only thing left for you to do is exfil safely. Now, if you guys have made it this far, it's more than likely that you're not going to run into any enemy teams, but you guys are always going to want to stay on your toes and be cautious. Now, if you guys did unlock the area via the L2 key, using that skeleton key to go around the middle location, you guys can go back to the area in which you came in order to come through to eliminate the rhinoceros. And then you guys will be able to work your way up the set of stairs to the right after going back to that room. And then you guys will make your way over to an exfil. Again, be careful of the traps. There are some traps over here and a few AI, but it should lead you up to a top floor where there will be access to an elevator. You guys will hit the elevator, and there's really only one location where enemies can come from that point. You guys will just watch that area until the elevator shows up. You guys will then enter the elevator, close it, and then at that point, you guys have exfilled both of these weapon cases successfully. Well, that's going to wrap things up for today's quick mission guide. Thank you guys for all the support in today's video, all the support on the channel, and I look forward to seeing y'all in the next one. Peace.